Ford and O'Brien, ESPN Evansville 105.3 online, ESPNEvansville.com. Joining us now on the Menard Studio Hotline for what will be a weekly segment is University of Evansville men's basketball coach Marty Simmons, who are getting ready to take on Bradley tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Coach, thanks for the time. Let's get right into it. You guys had a great non-conference schedule. You currently sit at 11-4. What's been a few of the keys to your success this season?
Well, I think more than anything, we got a pretty unselfish team, and I think we've done a good job this year with making the extra pass. I think the last thing somebody showed me, we were sixth in the nation in assists, and that unselfishness I think has really helped us as far as being a good offensive basketball team.
You guys got the big win over Northern Iowa about a week ago, and then unfortunately dropped the next two against Indiana State and Loyola, ISU going into overtime, and then Loyola on that last second basket. But you did lead by 6 points in the final minutes of both those games. So kind of break down for us what took place there towards the end of those two games, and how do you stop that kind of thing from happening again and be able to close games out?
Yeah, I mean, and the reality is in both those games, even though we had those kind of leads, we haven't been playing up to our potential, and we got to continue to work to get better. But as you said, when you have those kind of leads, you got to close people out. And basically, it just comes down to we didn't execute, we didn't make plays like we have to in order to close teams out, and not really lack of effort. There were some fundamental mistakes. We got missed a couple blockouts, free throw blockouts. I mean, but those things. Those details are so crucial, in late game situations, and it's obviously something that we've shown on tape. We've talked about at length. We've practiced, and now our hope is that we can get another shot at it, and that we'll perform better this time.
Well, Coach, you've got all your starters back. You got a very experienced basketball team. Does that help? I mean, it's never easy when you go into practice and you try to fix things, but does it make it a little easier with the experience of the team? I mean, they know how to do it. Does that make it a little easier to fix things down the road?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think you can put a price tag on the experience. Now, it's up to us individually and collectively to use that, but a lot of these guys have been down this path before, and a lot of times you can draw from experiences in your past, give you confidence to work through it. And that's what we're asking our guys to do. The only thing is when you are struggling, is the only way, in my opinion, to get out of that is to invest more, do more, be more committed, get in the gym more, watch more tape. You gotta give more, and that's what we've challenged our basketball team to do.
It's Ford and O'Brien on ESPN Evansville 105.3 and online at ESPNEvansville.com, talking with UE head coach Marty Simmons on the Menard Studio Hotline, preparing for a little battle tomorrow afternoon over in Peoria against Bradley. And you're into conference play. This conference is really solid top to bottom. I mean, a lot of people that aren't from the area may not realize that. Obviously, Wichita State brought a little more light to it last year with their run. But this conference play, I mean, getting guys prepared day in and day out, there's no easy games, Coach. How you handle that?
That's the beauty of it. I mean, that's why people come to Evansville is to play in a conference like the Missouri Valley. And you hit the nail on the head. I certainly appreciate the respect that you give the league, because it's dynamite from top to bottom. I think one of the guys told me we had 26 starters back this year. So there's tons of experience in the league. There's a lot of good coaches. The venues that you go play in, the atmospheres are phenomenal, and then talent. I mean, it's super competitive, but you've grown accustomed to it. And that's really, when you play a non-conference schedule, it's to prepare you for what we're going into now. I think ours did. I think we're playing teams in our league that are similar to some of the teams that we played in the non-conference.
DJ Ballantyne, coach, is sixth in the country in scoring average. What makes him so good?
Very versatile player. I mean, he can score in so many different ways. I mean, he's a great transition player where he can shoot the three in your face. He's got good hesitation. He's just got good on-the-ball dribble moves where he can get to the basket. He's got a body where he can initiate contact, get to the free throw line. He's got the floater inside. He can really move well without the basketball. He cuts. He had 8 assists the other night against Loyola. I mean, he's just a very versatile, very smart basketball player. And I think he's blessed. You know, he's on a team that we got a lot of unselfish guys. You know, along with his hard work, those guys do a really good job of screening and getting him the ball in positions where he can score the basketball.
Talking to University of Evansville head coach Marty Simmons, getting ready for a game against Bradley tomorrow night, and we'll get into that Bradley game here in just a second, Coach. But I did want to ask you about Adam Wing. He's been out with the strained quad for a few weeks now. What's his status, and is there a timetable for his return?
I don't really think there is a timetable, you know. And the positive is he has made some improvement here in the last couple days. You know, he's not practicing, he's not shooting, he's not doing anything, but there is some optimism that you know, next week's a big week for him. We'll just have to see how he improves. It's tough. If you know Adam, you know Adam's a football player. Played football in high school. I mean, he's a tough guy. He's a real committed guy. He's a leader. He's an emotional guy. He just does all the little things that, you know, screams and dives on the floor for. He does all those things, and you know, we've challenged our guys to step up, and everybody give just a little bit more to kind of replace that. But you know, we're hoping that he'll get back as quick as he can.
Well, you get ready to take on Bradley tomorrow afternoon. Game time is at 1 o'clock. What do you guys need to do? What does Bradley bring to the floor, maybe for starters? And what do you guys need to do as a team to come out with a win tomorrow?
Well, they're incredibly athletic. I mean, they're athletic at every position. Quick, fast, got really good strength and length and athleticism. So we've got to do a great. I mean, defensively is where we've really struggled here in the last couple games, and really, there's some fundamental areas. You know, the glass. That'll be a big part of this game. They're a great offensive rebounding team. Get 12 a game. They've got to get bodies on guys. Got to go get 2-hand rebounds. Got to rebound with 5 guys. Our guards got to rebound. But a lot of ours is just we've got to be smarter out there. We got to eliminate the easy baskets. We got to eliminate the layups. We've got to be much tougher to score against. And I think that's kind of will be us for the rest of the year. I mean, you look at the good win we had over Northern Iowa in the second half of that game. We played as well defensively as maybe we've been here. But you've got to bring consistent effort. There's nothing fun about playing defense except it wins games, it wins championships, and that's where, you know, defensively we got to get better. And then on the offensive end is we can't turn the basketball over. When we don't turn it over, good things happen. We've had a good run here offensively, and we've got to eliminate the turnovers.
Well, you know, Coach, it's been many years since I've been over to Peoria, but from what I remember with that arena over there, that's not an easy place to play. Is that still pretty raucous?
It is. It's tough. And, you know, it just happens. They're getting their leading scorer back for our game, Warren Jones, good 3-point shooter. But, you know, Peoria is always – it's a good sports town. I'm not sure what they're averaging, but many times we go over there, they're getting 8,000 or 9,000 people, and you know, they're well coached. Again, they've had some guys hurt, so people are going to look at their record. They just they were up at halftime at Wichita the other night. I think they were leading maybe 10 minutes to go in the game. So they're a very talented team, and they're getting healthy. So it's going to take a great effort.
It's University of Evansville men's basketball coach Marty Simmons joining us on the Menard Studio Hotline. Coach, best of luck tomorrow at Bradley, and we'll talk again next week.
Thanks so much, guys.